you don't know me, this is Tracy Cartwright. And we are on two separate teams, but we're one team, one mission. So we like to come in and kind of give you a perspective from two different teams and their leaders and a lot of different ideas for all of you. So welcome. Is anyone here for the first time at your very first meeting? Where's the baby? Wow. Where's the baby?
It's a very first meeting.
Oh my. You have a little less than a month old or 1 month old exactly.
Only not even 3 weeks.
Not even 3 weeks. Okay, less than a month old. That's her first meeting too.
And we do. I wanted to announce we have someone from my team here who returned from Qatar. So Celeste, this is her first time in the room. So hey, lovely to have her here with us tonight.
So welcome to all of you. If this is your first meeting, I hope you come to many more. I hope you find it inspirational and get a lot of good tips tonight. If you have any questions when this is done, go to your, whoever enrolled you and sit down with them and see if they can help you, but hopefully we answer most of them. I think we're going to start off just with a celebration right now. We have a lot of promotions happen this last month. So I'm going to call Hillary Seamer up to announce her team that went crazy last month and promoted. Congratulate them all.
They're not all here, but
first I'm going to announce Miss Nicole Heim. She went double diamond on us. We have a new double diamond. Congratulations. This girl is a leader by nature. She came into my business and I didn't even know who she was. The two people that enrolled her really don't do the business anymore. And so because of the way this is all structured, we are now business partners and really good friends. And I've learned so much from her, and I want her to know how much I appreciate everything that she does. So here's a little token of my appreciation, but the big gift is inside here. We're going to have a little spa day. Congratulations. So I'll let her announce the rest of her team. So, congrats. I would like to announce Miss Becca Morris. Becca went Emerald this month. Becca is a super hard worker. Signed many distributors, many loyal customers over the past year, and will soon be a diamond.
Yes, I will.
And Becca had a couple promotions on her team. They aren't here, but Kyle Rodriguez promoted to Ruby, and Holly Hasbrook, who lives out in Grand Island, promoted to executive.
Holly's a runner.
She is. Holly's a runner. Holly's amazing before and after. So if you guys are Facebook friends, so you probably see us. But yeah.
congrats, Becca.
I have a few from my team as well. Some are here, some are not. And I think it's important to reiterate that absolutely every promotion is important. It's critical to your business as you go up each step. And so executive is just the first step, but it's a big step. And also we have, let's see, I don't see Maggie. Is Maggie snuck in? There she is. Hi. There you go. You don't have to come up. I'm sorry I don't have a gift card for you, but I will. So Maggie promoted to executive for her. How long have you been in? Not very long, that's right. Okay, and then where's Ashley? Ashley Nelson back there, promoted to executive as well. And then there's Connie. And she promoted to executive as well, and all of them are well on their way past executive. So, round of applause for that. And then the rest are not here and local to Omaha. So we'll just kind of leave it at that.
I have one. I have Julie Hinton. You don't have to come up, but she promoted this month to executive. She's very well on her way to Ruby, so congratulations.
And I have one more, Carla, but I don't think we announced them maybe at the last meeting, but Carla went executive last month. Did we announce you? Did we? Anyway, she's an executive too.
Yeah.
Well enough.
Cool. Over to All right. Yep. We're going to hand this over. For those of you that don't know, it works as a yearly conference, and then we do 3 what's called green carpets throughout the year. It's just a mini conference. They're trainings. They're motivational. You can really get in front of a lot of leaders, a lot of ambassadors, and really learn a lot. We weren't able to go, but Amanda Rausch was. So we're going to have her come up. She went and said that she just learned, I mean, her hair is on fire, I think, since she came back. She just...
Oh, wow.
Not
really.
She just really, came back with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of new ideas. So I had her kind of sit down and write out what she thought was the most important and kind of go over those things. So we'll take a seat and let you chit-chat with everyone. And she'll be detailed. She's always got notes. So
I'm a talker, so just raise your hand if you All right. First and foremost, they talked about following up with leads at parties. Who here actually calls people that technically don't sign up as loyals or distributors after a party? Who uses our welcome sign-in sheets at parties? Anybody? They're $5.99 at the Work store. Those are very, very important, and Pam Sutter stressed a lot about that. And the reason for it is because not everybody is going to sign up at parties. And so that sign-in sheet has their email, it has their phone number, it has what area they want to focus on. And so right there you have a lot of information to follow up with them. So she stressed that it's extremely important 72 hours after that party to call them. Another big one that they talked about is, I'm just going to read this word for word. This is what she said. When you order tonight, you're going to want to wrap again in 72 hours. I'm free on Thursday, so why don't you wrap for free and invite a couple girls over and we'll get you a wrap because your order's not going to be in by then. So it's a great way to A, book parties, B, get them another wrap, and also add more people into your business. So that was a really big tip that I really liked. If it's not a person at a party, maybe wrap them in the middle of Target or Starbucks and follow up. 72 hours is a must. So just call them, ask them, how their results went, how their pictures go, that kind of thing. I'm not good at follow-up, so I'll admit that. I need to work on that. So that's a big one. A couple tips that they talked about. 47% of distributors do not follow up with potentials. So that's a big number. That's almost 50% of us don't follow up. It's huge for our business. There's a lot of people that, they look for that phone call. They want you to actually call them. And if you don't, then, they kind of forget about it. 3 weeks later, they have no clue who you are. So 72 hours that first week, just really get in contact with them. Thinking you're working, but it's really just busy work, aka being on Facebook all day long. I don't even know. We have any more examples? That's really a big one. Just really being on your computer, just sitting behind the screen 24/7. Get out, get face-to-face with people. Sarah says this all the time, belly to belly. Meet them for coffee. Get on the phone with them. It's super important. More income building activities. Sign parties. Get those going. Facebook is awesome. It's a great tool. Instagram's a great tool, but it's really important to just actually get in front of people. Tips on keeping your team inspired. One of the big ones is leading from the front. You can tell people 24/7 what they're supposed to do. We all know what the steps to success are. We all know that is our main goal every single month. So just actually do them yourself. Don't be telling your team to go out and do it, but you're not ever completing it or even trying to. Don't get caught up in management mode. Inspire by your actions. Love your team. Be their friends. Don't be their boss. You're not their boss. They're our own boss. So don't do that. Make them feel appreciated, just like we did. Even the littlest acknowledgments, even the littlest promotions, they're still very, very important because that means you're growing your business. Launching new distributors is huge. Who has had a launch party in their first 30 days? Everybody? Most people? Julie Scotter's planned. Those are really important because what is our first goal in the first 30 days? 4 loyal customers. That is the new distributor's biggest goal. We don't try to get super overwhelming. 4 loyal customers, get that launch party going. It's really important. Maybe even 1 or 2 people show up. It's still an opportunity to use it as a training. Don't just say, okay, we'll come back next time. Use that time to really just dive deep. You never know who those 2 people are at that party. They could be our next Major Jones. That was a big example that they gave. So never just overlook opportunities. Every meeting is an opportunity. Make sure your distributors know how to log in. We now have new distributor trainings twice a month in their first 30 days. August 14th, I'm sure you guys are talking about this because at your house, August 28th at my house. So those are opportunities to show your distributors how to use their website, how to log in, how to sign up customers. I know when we get in the beginning, we're going to sign up and we're like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? We have this kit in our hands, we have no clue what we're doing. So just make sure your distributors know that you can help them along. They're not blank, there are steps from here. I promise. One of the big ones, this hit me hard. Don't expect your family to jump on board right away and be bummed when they do not. A lot of us start this business and we just think, oh my gosh, I'm going to go get my family and then I'm going to be done. You know, I honestly did not sign any family members except for my mom for a year into my business. They watched me and watched me and watched me. They never asked about it. We never talked about it. It was just one of those kind of that silent, we had that rule going. So don't expect them to. You know, never expect anybody to sign up. It is a personal choice. That is one thing Joel Dunn said to us. We got to meet him and have a little one-on-one time. And Kelly is another distributor on my team. She said, what happens when you have a slow month? What do you and Stephanie do? And he said, well, do you plan on quitting? And she said, well, no. He goes, then you're going to have them. We're all going to have slow months. The holidays are slow months. Gosh, even sometimes the summer months can be slow months. So just keep working every single month. Go and get another loyal customer. This is what he said. Goals are something that you can control. So your goal this week cannot be to sign 3 loyal customers because you cannot make people sign up. You cannot force them to write that paper, you know, and everything like that. That's a dream. So I kind of like this analogy. He said a goal is I'm going to go hand out 10 Blitz cards. You can go hand out 10 Blitz cards because you know you can check that off your list. Maybe 2 of them are going to sign up as a loyal customer. So just kind of get that different, you know, just because you set you're going to goal and complete the steps to success doesn't mean it's going to happen because you can't make people do it. Ruby, they hit very hard on this. Don't look at the diamond chart right away. It's overwhelming. Build rubies. We talked about this at the last meeting, and Pam Sauer got up and talked all about this. Rubies are so important because they are the foundation for diamonds, emeralds, everything else and above, really. Every chart you look at, there's rubies makes up the whole thing. So teach people how to build a ruby. Not letting your why become your excuse. I know a lot of people say, you know, my why is I want to do this business so I can stay home with my kids. But I don't have time to do this business because I don't have anywhere to take my kids, or I can't afford daycare, or whatever. Or I want to do this so I have more time with my husband or my wife, but yet every excuse under the sun comes up about being around them. Do not make your why your excuse. So just think about it. Think about your why. Is it strong enough to work past those fears and stuff like that? I'll get to that in a second. You never know what happens when you blitz somebody. They take every opportunity that you can. One thing, I was on the flight home and I was sitting next to a triple and a presidential, and they both said, did you look around the room while you were there? Everybody in that room, did you say, like, I would have blitzed them? You know, there are a lot of people in this business that I would have never blitzed because I would never think they're interested. And looking around that room, there were so many people that I was shocked, really. You know, everybody, there was Amish people there, 4 Amish people in their full-on garbs were there. They were touring the building, they went to conference, they walked across the stage when they had the 1LC, 1DT promotion. So do not overlook anybody. Blitz every single time you have an opportunity. Keep on being a student and keep learning. YouTube videos are huge. You know, just because you're in for a year doesn't mean you know everything. So get on conference calls, get on YouTube videos. Meet with your team and have them teach you something new. So always be a student. Do not compare yourself to anyone. Just because somebody that signs up after you promotes faster than you, everybody has a different story. Everybody might know different people. So do not compare yourself. Your circumstances don't define you. Don't leave stones unturned. Meaning just make sure you tell everybody about the business. Again, that was something they reiterated a lot, was do not judge people before you talk to them. Anyone can dream, but you have to wake up to make the dream come true. I liked that one. Can I repeat that? Is that strong? Anyone can dream, but you have to wake up to make the dream come true. So you can dream to be a diamond, but if you're not going to wake up and make it a reality, it's not going to happen. Point blank. Lead with the wrap. Somebody asked, are there going to be any other Blitz cards made for products, defining gel, greens, etc.? There never will be. Pam flat out said, absolutely not. The reason for that is because our company is based on a body wrap that works. And so we are 100% leading with the wrap. There are other types of greens and vitamins and gels on the market, and so it's just hard to take away from that and step back and kind of lose the wrap. So always lead with the wrap. Patillo got up and he talked a lot about Facebook pictures and stuff that we see a lot going around and how we just hit share and we don't have a clue what products were used, if that picture was legit. A big one is celebrity pictures. We cannot share celebrity pictures unless they are from Itworks' corporate Facebook page. So if Mike shares it, Mark shares it, or Pam shares it, it's safe. Other than that, it's not. It's just, so no celebrity pictures. No medical claims. We cannot claim that the greens can do anything. We cannot claim that the wraps can make, eczema go away. We can say that it's worked for us, but you cannot make a claim that it will for sure work. As far as pregnancy goes, nursing, always ask the doctor first. You do not say yes you can. Those are just a lot of big things that they were very serious about because we've had a lot of issues with that lately. A big one is nudity. I guess some picture went around that had 2,000 people sharing it with nudity in it that was involving a picture of our before and after of our wrap. So I think we're all smart enough to know that we don't share those. If you're questioning it, just don't even hit the share button. You cannot share pictures unless you know exactly how many wraps were used, or again, if it was somebody you know, or if it's a corporate approved picture. So I know a lot of times on the Rapstar page we get people asking, does anybody know about this? Just make sure you know what you're talking about, because when somebody asks you, you want to know what was actually done. You don't want to take a guess and tell them 10 wraps and it was a year's worth, because you just look silly. Are you guys going to talk about the 2 good bonus? Okay. And we talked a lot about the greens, the hair, skin, nails, and the chews. So I'm going to just read you the notes that I got about these. The hair, skin, and nails, first of all, it's designed to support hair where it comes from, collagen and keratin growth. Vitamin C protects DNA and supports healthy growth. B5 helps to retire the graying process, and I can type all these out later, but just so you guys have kind of an idea of what we're talking about. It helps to promote a healthier, more youthful skin, so that's kind of where the skin side comes in. It helps to also lighten up skin tone too and texture, it's shaving off the old skin cells to promote new healthy growth. Hair can only grow at the degree of your skin growth, papilla, etc. I know that's kind of hair terms for you, but basically, a lot of people ask why is it working so well. It really comes down to the science behind it. Our product dissolves; it's actually being utilized by the body rather than just flushed out the next time you go to the bathroom. So, hair can grow this fast. It's just that we don't have the right nutrients to do that. So that's why we are seeing crazy pictures that we do see. There's Japanese seaweed in it to retain moisture, and it's promoting healthy cell growth. So that's the hair, skin, and nails. Pretty much kind of sums up what all the different products are in it, why it's working so well. The greens, biggest thing they said is they support the wraps. You really need to be emphasizing greens with the wraps. The wraps are great, but I always compare it to shampoo and conditioner. You want to use both of them together. I'm a hairdresser, I use hair ties. So, you're not going to buy a really great shampoo without following up with a really great conditioner. So again, if you're wanting to really see wrap results, you need to detox your body. So the greens are really meant for the wraps. They support detoxing and balancing the blood and the immune system. They support liver and kidneys, promotes pH balance. Acidic body is home for disease and germs. Dr. Don said, let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. So I like that because that's, kind of what we stand for. I know we're eating fast food, kind of, but that's good. We have fat fighters for that. Only once in a while. And we need to alkalize our bodies to keep clean for health and healing. It provides good bacteria and up to 6 to 8 servings and 2 scoops of greens. The greens chews. So we all know that the greens are probiotics. The greens chews are prebiotics. And the reason for that, and the reason why they're supposed to be used together and not separate, is prebiotic is actually the food for probiotics. So it actually makes the greens even work better. And so, yeah, I know some people don't really like to drink the greens, but Dr. Don said that it's very, very important to be taking them together. He takes his one chew in the morning with his greens, and then his next chew in the afternoon to kind of kickstart his energy levels. There's 45 fruits and vegetables, extracts, and blueberries called torylstibine. I don't know if I said that correctly, but it works on the longevity of our bodies. It's absorbed 4 times better than other types of products that are used for heart health and all that kind of stuff. And heart claims have been made to support healthy blood pressure on the greens juice. So that is only the one medical claim that we can make. They've done medical studies on that. I think that's it. That's pretty much it. And you guys are going to go over the bonus. So, but I'll just say, getting to these events is extremely important. And the reason for it is sometimes when we're out at the store, you know, we feel kind of crazy walking up to somebody and sharing a Blitz card, and they don't understand our excitement about it. But when you're in a room of 3,000 people at conference, there's 10,000 people that understand you. It's just nice. You go home with a high. You're excited. You want to share it with everybody. So it is extremely important to get to at least one corporate event a year. You know, our team meetings are awesome, but it's just really cool to get out there and hear the stories. I can't even begin to explain the stories that you hear from people and the lives that have been changed because of this company, anywhere between 3 months and 8 years that they've been in it. So you get opportunities to meet people of all these famous ITWorks people that, you know, we know about. So get there in January 15th through the 17th in Orlando. So more details will come out for that. But
Thanks, girl.
Thank you. You missed that. She gave you a really big announcement right there. Normally conference is in Tampa. This year is in Orlando. So everybody in this room is going to Orlando in January. So
I
now
don't care if you have to sleep on my hotel floor. It's fine.
Mine too.
Whatever. No, it doesn't matter.
That's kind of how Amanda leads us straight into, she hit the nail on the head when talking about events. This is considered an event. You get into a room of like-minded people with the same goals, and it's just effective. It changes, you know, your mood. It changes your motivation, and it gets you fired up again. So it's important to not only get yourself, but get your teams. Not going to this event, any event they can get to. The One Team, One Mission. Still don't know when that is yet. You know, coming to this area. But Green Carpet in October if you can. Florida in January is a must. You really, really, really need to go to that. You know, we have so many new people in this room, and everybody that did go last year will tell you it's absolutely key to your business. So yes, it's an investment. Start saving now.
Who went last year to conference?
See, it's a small number, but we have so many new people in this room.
And when I look at these people, these are all the people that are doing crazy good. Most of them are diamond or higher. And it just goes to show what it instills in you. I know last year was my very first time at conference. It was your second. And I just kind of thought it was a big rah-rah sis boom bah, and I didn't need that, and I've got everything under control, and I'll just go, you know, for the party. And then I got there, and well, I partied, but I got there and I learned so much more. My motivation was totally different. My outlook on what my life could be was totally different. And you know, anyone that ever talks to me, I feel like the key to this business is the big picture. Sometimes we have to start with baby steps, and we all started somewhere, but when you really see the big picture of what your life could be, instead of being forced into working a 40-hour job that you just don't like, you know, hoping to put $1 or $2 away in savings because it's all going out the window and you can't make any more. You hit that ceiling and you're not making any more money. It's frustrating. It is so cool to think about what this company can do and what your life could be. It's even better that we live here in the Midwest. We are so, there's just, this is it. This is who's doing this here in Omaha. If that says anything to you, it's crazy. The Midwest is the last to know about everything. I say that all the time. And we have an opportunity. And you people, if you are all here and you're looking at this night and you're thinking, can I really go get that one more and that one more LC and that one more DT? Can I do one at a time? Just start with one. If you're thinking, can I do it? You can. And when that happens and you find the right person that comes into your business, it will blow your mind how your life will change. Okay? So keep going. That's my biggest thing. We just listened to a call. There was a VIP call yesterday that talked a lot about this new Too Good bonus, which is what we're going to go into. So we've got the Too Good bonus. For anybody here not know what the Too Good bonus is? Is anybody? Okay. So ITWorks just sent out, and this was at Green Carpet. They always do these fun things at Green Carpets or conference, but they sent out a new bonus. And they are going to pay $20,000 to 20 people that enroll one loyal customer and one DT this month. That's all you have to do, just one.
It's a drawing,
and
right?
It all, what?
A drawing?
It is a drawing. Yep, they're going to give it to 20 people. It's a drawing. They're going to do the drawing at the next Green Carpet.
Dash.
Or is it Dash?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll announce it on September 5th.
Okay. Oh gosh, September 5th? Yeah, I thought it was October. Oh, wow. Okay. So September 5th, I guess, they're going to do the drawing. It's 20 people. And all you have to do is go out and get one loyal customer and one distributor. Okay? Each one of us in this room can go get one loyal customer and one distributor. I want to come to the next meeting and hear someone in here got drawn. That would be amazing. That would be life-changing. They're going to pay off $20,000 of your debt. So that's student loans, it's medical bills, credit card debt, things like that. Any more specifics you want to mention?
It is paid in full, too.
Yeah,
It's not
paid
a
at one
bonus
time.
like the $10,000 either.
Yeah, it's all paid in full. So if you've got $20,000 in debt, which I bet a lot of us in this room do, we all have stuff. We all have student loans, medical bills, stuff. You can get that paid off just by going and getting one, and it does start with one. That's the whole message. The phone call this morning that we listened to, all Mark could say is it really starts with one, and had I not started with one, I would not have all of you, that are here on my team here today. So I just want you all to remember that. This bonus is a really awesome thing. We also have the $10,000 good bonus that got extended.
Who's surprised about that? I am surprised.
I didn't even share
I am surprised.
I didn't too.
If you extended
I got
it,
last 2 years, July was the end of it. So I think until conference came back. So I'm floored, but I want you to think about it for a second. Anybody that was here the latter part of the year knows that between Thanksgiving and Christmas things slow down a little bit. This is like a gift. This gets us rolling into the end of November, and who knows, they may extend it next month. At this point, probably so. But this pushes us well into the holidays, and then comes the big, push of conference and things like that. So this is a really big deal for them to extend it to this point. And then also, kind of mentioning on the Too Good bonus, do not underestimate what that can do for your business. As everybody on your team gets their entry, have them take a picture, post it on your team pages, because you have the ability to double and triple your income just by your team, everybody getting at least one entry into that thing. All in your eSuite, when you first log in, you have your big thing that says you have this many entries. So celebrate as your whole team does that, because it will double and triple your paycheck as your entire team is doing that. And that's not even the step to success in their entirety. That's one distributor and one loyal customer. So imagine when you have people getting 3 and 4 entries as they're completing their steps. But just focus on that one and celebrate that one as everyone is getting those, and you will not believe, this company is genius. I'm telling you, I don't know who comes up with this stuff, but they know what they're doing, and they're giving us these tools to bless us and increase our checks and your team's checks, and so it's just amazing. It absolutely, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, that's cool, 20 people. When you've got this many people trying to get as many entries as they can into that drawing, that is where the magic happens. So don't underestimate the power of that drawing.
Yeah, if you get another set of a DT and an LC, that's a second entry. I mean, if you want to go get 20 entries, by all means. But I mean, that's 20 entries into winning 20. I mean, you're going to have a way better chance at this than you ever would winning the lottery, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And
You
so
have to keep the LCs direct to you.
Right.
Yeah, just a little specific on that. When you enroll a loyal customer, I know we all like to give them away after we get our first 4, at least I do on my team. But in this case, keep that one LC to you. So if you have a DT that you're going to be putting in and an LC, keep them to you, make that an entry. But I mean, do it based on your own best judgment of what's best for you and your team. But I think it's amazing. It's an awesome chance. There's no other company out there doing this right now. We're supposed to hit $1 billion in sales this year, and that's why they're doing this. They're going to hit it, and that's why I think they extended the $10,000 bonus. So it's pretty incredible. No other company has done that since 2004.
So you can't place the DT?
You can place the DT. You cannot place the LC.
Okay.
Yeah, the LC will have to stay to you, but you can be the enroller on the distributor and place it anywhere in your download. So.
I was just going to say, make your mindset be, because I know when I first read that too, I'm like, 20 people out of 70,000 distributors. But if you make your mindset, instead of thinking, I would never get that, out of 20, go, what if I did get that? Or what if somebody on my team, and if you have that focus from now until the 31st, that's crazy. Your team will explode just with the change of your mindset.
And if you don't win the 20 grand, you're still one of
Absolutely.
all those DTs and LCs, which is huge.
Yeah. So you set your mind, when you come back here, everybody in this room needs to have at least 1 entry. Set your mind to it. Don't let it happen that you don't get an entry. Okay, everybody can do it. Everybody deserves to have an entry into that drawing.
I want to talk a little bit, too, about conference, just a little bit more. Who here, in a perfect world, would be there? Who would be at conference if you could get your booties there? Who knows for sure they just cannot go? It will not happen, cannot go. Okay. Okay.
You can bring her all over.
So, what I want to do is just kind of give you guys, we're starting, here it is August. Start a plan. Same thing you do with your business. Start a plan on getting there. What are you going to do to get to conference? How many wraps are you going to sell and set aside that cash to get to conference? What do you think would be an appropriate number, Tracy, for everyone to want to save?
Well, the tickets are usually, when you do the early bird price, they're $179. So I'm not going to lie, they're not cheap, but this is a major, major event. You get lots of freebies and lots of fun. I mean, the event itself is mind-blowing, what the production and everything and what they do. But, you know, of course, if you're really being budget conscious, $1,000 or less. Gas,
I
food.
think you could, well, it depends on if you're flying or if you're driving. I think you could get away with about $800.
If you're driving. Flying, probably not.
Flying, maybe about $1,000 between your conference ticket, between the flight, and your hotel stay. I can share your rooms though. I mean, I think I spent $150 for my share of my room last year because 4 of us all shared. So, I mean, honestly, I think you could get away with about $800 total if you really didn't go and do the shopping and you didn't buy all the clothes and all the stuff.
Right.
If you really want to go do a few things, have about $1,000, but start thinking about what you want to set aside for that. That $1,000 that you're going to invest into this is going to change your business. I can't even tell you. Who here went to conference last year and has doubled their paycheck? Okay. And that's almost everyone that went to conference last year has doubled their paycheck. And they did it, most of them all by March. So I can't even tell you how important it is. I'm begging my team to go. If you're on my team, like, I'm on my hands and knees, like, begging you to go. Please go.
Cram everybody in a hotel room. We did it last time.
Yeah, we'll make one big party out of it. Man, I don't know, maybe we could get one big suite or something, and you know,
Find a beach house. Not beach house.
yeah, we rent a big house.
Yeah, I can do that. You can keep all your food.
Do I have to beg you to go to Orleans or Florida?
If you want to, come in a few days early and take your families to Orlando, and then, you know, write 90% of your trip off.
Yeah, I mean, it is a write-off. It is a write-off. So, just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that.
We'll keep talking about every month. So, yeah.
Every month, start setting aside what you need to get there. All right, what's next?
Okay, I wanted to, shifting gears a little bit, introduce you to somebody that's new on my half of the team. I'm not her enroller, but I am her admirer. And so I'm going to bring her up here. She's brand new, just a couple weeks old. She's got 2 distributors in, and loyal customers, and more distributors on the horizon than let's just say this girl's got me being in, like, I guess I better get busy. So, but being that she's brand new, that's one of the things I think that stumps people. They come in and they're like, they get that box and they're like, now what? I got to know all this stuff. I can't possibly talk to people until I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to bring up Teddy Reamer. You will notice I finally found someone that talks faster than I do. And I love that. So anyway, I'm going to let her talk to you for a couple minutes about how she's gotten off to such a fast start and why that's happening for her.
Hi guys. Okay, so I wrote some notes because she reminded me that she wanted me to say something, so I tried to write down a couple memorable things from the past week or so. I think I've been doing it. I signed up like 3 or 2.5 weeks ago. I didn't get really, quote unquote, serious until the beginning of last weekend. I don't know.
Love it.
So, because at first I was like,
Her sign-up
cool,
date
these
was the
wraps are really cool. I
17th
started as a loyal
of
customer
July.
with Cindy, and I did 3 wraps, and I was like, why am I going to get her loyal customers? I'm like, sign me up. So we switched over, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to do the wraps myself, and we'll see what happens. I'm not really wasn't planning on working it. And then I just started thinking, and I actually read, some of the stuff, and I was like, okay, yeah, I am going to work it. And because I just see the potential and how everything works. And so at that point, and I'll be honest with you, I still haven't watched every training video. but I will. See, because I always tell, Shauna's on my team. We've been friends forever. And I was like, I'll know these answers to those questions. In the meantime, I'm going to ask them. So it's kind of a learning process, but a couple of things. Basically, if you talk to me, you're getting blitzed. And it's not like, it's not an obnoxious blitz, It's not like, in your face kind of sales. It's just like, I just view it as, these people need to know this. It's like, it's not like I'm trying to get something from you. It's like, if you don't know about this, you need to know. And so I'll have a card with me, and pretty much, I don't know anybody. Like one example is Dick's. I was checking out at Dick's, and the lady, the cash register, there's people behind us, and I was just like, I had the Blitz card, of course. And then when we're done, I was like, hey, have you heard of this? I forgot to mention to you. Have you heard this? Have you seen this? And she's like, not really. And so I was like, really? Like, what? And then she's like, well, gosh, I did have a baby like 7 months ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the skin, really helps firm the skin. And I was like, look, I don't have time right now, but go ahead and give me your email address and everything, and I'm gonna follow up with you. And then the same type thing, I was at Tuesday morning, that store, is it called Tuesday morning? Okay. I was getting Monday or Tuesday morning, whatever. So I was sitting on the floor, and I was trying to decide whether or not I was going to buy this stupid KitchenAid, professional mixer, like the obnoxiously pricey one, because I wanted one for 15 years. But it was on sale, so I was sitting on the floor in that store, and pondering, and my daughter's like, you're sitting on the floor, and I'm like, yeah, so, and I called my husband, and I was like, hey, what do you think? And of course he's like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, but I can make 4 dozen cookies at once. And so this manager kept walking by, and we have 7 kids between us, so the manager kept walking by and kind of offering her help, and of course, in my mind I'm thinking, as soon as I make this decision, I need to blitz her. So I basically blitzed her, and I was like, oh, by the way, and I think what's really worked the most is like an afterthought type thing, Not like my entire intention of going in there and sitting on this floor was so that she would come up to me and I could corner you, And so it's like, I think they feel less, what's the word,
intimidated,
attacked,
Bombarded.
Yeah, because the first thing that anybody ever thinks of is like, all I am to you is a number, and that's all that matters. And so that's another example. Another example was, the shirts. Like, I'm obviously in full garb, but another big seller for me was the bling, because I love bling. But I had a shirt on when I was at Outlet Malls in Kansas City last week, and I won't get into the whole story, it's long, but the boutique owner, she was like, hey, I know that's it works, right? I'm like, yeah. So just an example of how just wearing a shirt can start a conversation that can lead to big things. And then, the GoDaddy guy. I don't know if anybody's signed their little stuff. I mean, really, it's just anybody you talk to. It's like, I was on the phone with GoDaddy trying to set up my masking website or whatever you call it. And so, so I was on the phone with them. And then I said, okay, I want you to set up Faith, Love, and Crazy Wraps. And he's like, okay. And so I let him get through everything he had to do, to get my stuff straight. And then I was like, have you heard of these? And he's like, no, not really. He's in Arizona. And so again, I'm like, really? And then so we went on this, this conversation. I actually sent him some pictures. We're in communication now. And so, of course, I'm like, sweet, if I get somebody in Arizona, and then I'd fly out there to, visit, I guess. So then that was another example. And honestly, I don't know, as Shauna knows. I mean, I'm like, bear with me. I told her I'm going to learn everything here really super quick, and I'm going to be able to answer all your questions. And then, which, hopefully will happen. But, I know she mentioned hair, skin, and nails. So, and this felt kind of silly, but something has happened where people go, okay, well, the hair, skin, and nails, is that a powder or a pill? I literally didn't know. I'm not kidding. I was like, I'm not sure. I think it comes in both forms. I was like, you know what? Doesn't matter. I'm like, it works, whether it's powder, pill, cream, I'm like, I said, all I know is that I've talked to people that have personally, because I knew you had mentioned, I never lie. It's all true. I said, I talked to people that I know said that it works super well for them. People that I trust and believe. I've seen pictures. I know the wraps work, and for me, just the fact the wraps work as well as they do, that's all I need. You know, and so I'm like, but I'll get back to you, you know, on whether it's, you know, the pill or, you know, powder or whatever. But I guess, you know, the thing is, you know, I do feel a little uncomfortable, you know, when people ask me a question I don't know the answer to, but really you just go back to the basics of the wraps work and the defining gel too, you know, in between. And then the other products, as I'm trying them, I can give them personal, you know, testimony or something, but until then I'm not going to have one. So, you know, if I wait until I know, you know, the product ingredients for, you know, everything, then I'm just sabotaging myself. And then I think there was another weird one. That was long. But anyway, yeah, you get the general idea. Basically, like right now, we'll see what happens, you know how it goes, but I have like 6 loyals and 3 DTs in the pipe, just kind of waiting for, you know, for us to kind of get meet together. The next 2 weeks, hopefully that'll happen. And I only have 10 days left, like in my 30 days, and I wish I would have, you know, made the decision the first like week and a half or so to do it. But, you know, at the end of the day, if I don't, you know, get the, to be honest with you, I'm not even positive what I get. The way I look at it,
You actually have 60 days.
okay, point being, if you know the wraps work, just go and blitz people. And, you know, share your excitement with them. And, you know, the worst thing that can happen is they say, no, actually, that reminds me, I got some hate mail. And I guess that means I'm no longer, you know,
You're not a rap virgin.
yeah, I'm not a rap virgin. Or, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, people unfriend me. They unfriended me. How rude is that? You know, they're supposed to be Christians. I mean, I'm kidding. I am finding out that a lot of my Christian friends are not very nice. Seriously, like personal trainer. So, like, I was, you know, really a little offended, but then I realized, whatever, you know, because they're like, you know, you are intentionally deceiving people. And if you're getting into, because they said, I understand that you're getting into, I forget what MLM, what is that, multi-level marketing? So you know, you want to get into this MLM thing to make money, and you're using It Works and deceiving people. You know, I'm like, dude, seriously? And I'm like, I'm not deceiving people. You know, it actually works. I've seen pictures, I've taken pictures. They're not, because of course, everybody, they're Photoshopped. No, they're not. So, I'm like, I've taken the pictures, I don't own Photoshop, they're not Photoshopped. And then they launched into, you know, the only thing that can make your, you know, skin and things look like that in a short amount of time, you know, of course, is, you know, eating what, like
Chicken and
asparagus.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, yeah. And so basically they literally, one unfriended me because they couldn't have a rap post ever across their wall. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, I left out the part about, I don't want to, which one is it? By Salas. There's a lot of those companies where, you know, if you drink 2 shakes a day and eat a piece of chicken for the rest of your life, then you'll look good. It's the truth. I mean, that stuff's great. But I told them, I was like, she's like, you have to do this. We change lives. It's about changing a healthy lifestyle. And I said, I'm not going to promote that you just do wraps. That's silly. You can't expect that to do anything for you. Of course, it motivates people, though, to exercise when they see, look, I am a little smaller. I can see that I might be able to get my body back, you know? So it motivates them to exercise. And so I'm going into all this, and, you know, and then they're like, well, you know, if you just, you know, do this, you know, particular brand or whatever, you know, you'd be healthy forever. And I basically told her, I was like, I respect that, but I'm not going to try to, I would never try to promote something I wouldn't do. There's no way on this earth I'm going to drink 2 shakes a day and eat, you know, a piece of lean meat every day. And I mean, some days, of course, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I would never sell that to somebody because I think it's next to impossible to do. And it's true, those people are healthier. Of course they are. I mean, but yeah, so we had a little conversation about that. I'm not sure, has she unfriended me yet?
I have a look.
Yeah. So, but the way I look at it is, if you're going to unfriend me so that my body wrap post doesn't show up on your wall, then good riddance. I mean, so, yeah, so just don't let people, like bully you or push you around, and then don't feel like you have to know everything, because clearly I don't even know how you paid. I mean, I really don't. I don't. I'm not kidding. I just know that I think the products are awesome, and I think it's really exciting that something so simple in so short a time period can change somebody's attitude, because it's all about attitude, which is why I did the whole faith, love, and crazy raps, because what I noticed with people I rap, there's some people that broke into tears, seeing their picture. And I realized then that was my opportunity to be able to help them feel better emotionally as well, which is why I then decided to jump on. But anyway, so that's all for now. And I might know more next time.
I don't even really say much about that except now you know why I brought it up. Okay? I don't know what she's selling, but I'm buying it. Anyway, you do not have to know everything to get started. She's a perfect example of what just pure excitement and being genuine can do for you. So that's how you get started quickly, is you just, you go at a crazy pace and you learn as you go, but you're just excited and you share that. So
If I was an Eskimo, I would buy ice cream.
Blitz, just be yourself and don't be afraid. That's just it. People are so afraid.
yeah, don't be afraid. That's great advice.
That was good advice.
When we come back. Okay, we're getting ready to take a break, but we want to get a picture. We have sucked at this the last few times, and we are going to get a great picture. So if you guys wouldn't mind, we're going to line up facing that hole there, and so this is going to give you a little bit more. If you guys would like to push that table back when you vacate it for a second, and then we're going to go all the way across.
And in here.
And then we'll take, after we get the picture done, we'll take like a 5-minute break and then come back and finish up. All right, so everybody migrate on up.
I'm gonna videotape this craziness.
Teddy. How do you spell your last name?
R-E-M-E-R. I know that. Some days I don't feel like I do.
Like, facing that way? Yeah.
Taking care of 5 children.
Just like this. Say no.
1, 2, 3, jump.
Yeah. We're somewhere in here.
Yeah, 10 in front of the sign. And we'll do one by one of my